Hey everybody, it's John. I'm on my news desk and trading desk. What a day. Labor market news. The stock market's pumping again. The Dow at new all-time highs, I guess, going to 100,000. Please like and share. I want to welcome all of my subs. I'm producing videos now on and YouTube is just amazing. Thanks everyone, my new subs. And I produce videos also on X on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter and then also YouTube. So we've got a lot of news to go over. I do geopolitics and then socioeconomics, talk about capital markets, not financial advice. You have to read the risk disclosure below, but stay with me to the end to get free alpha. So I look at the news every day and then have no expectation of making any profit in anything. Just trying to position myself and such. So let's take a look. What a day, what a day. So today's Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. So a lot of news on the economic calendar. U.S. employment report, U.S. hourly wages, Kansas City, we got some Fed speak, and then the monthly U.S. federal budget. So, looking at it, everything looks great, rosy for the wonderful labor market. Now hiring all positions, 130,000 surge in U.S. hiring last month. So got U.S. stocks flirt with record after unemployment rate unexpectedly improves. So this is what we got. Thermo Fisher news on it. Coinbase stock ripping, pulls back, Let's look at the S&P minis are off about 21 points. The E-minis, NASDAQ, off 127. The Dow's at 50,100, off about 184 points. Let's look at the dollar at 196, up a few ticks, spot 85. The 10-year at 112. China's selling, U.S. dollars and not buying the U.S. debt. Nat gas at 3.16. Gold trades back on at $5,085. Silver's up about $3. The precious metals trade is not over yet. So incredible. Energy sector's up today. Consumer staples, real estate. I'm buying the dip in real estate right now on XLRE, the real estate market. I think a lot of the tech stocks, obviously the IT sector's doing great, but I want to purchase the worst performing sector in the last decade, which is the real estate sector. So Nvidia's active, Tesla, Micron Technologies, SanDisk, Microsoft's active, Amazon, Apple Computer, TSM, and Robinhood. I might sell some puts on Robinhood, and Google's doing great today too. Wow. Millicom International, stock symbol TIGO, up 148% in the last 12 months. So that's what we have on bar chart. I'm buying the dip on XRP, got on crypto. I'm buying the dip on Ethereum, backing the truck up, and then selling my bags of silver, which are doing great. So let's look at Yahoo Finance here real quick, see what's going on there. Kind of the same news, but I go over this. Stay with me to the end. Like and share. Got a lot of new subs. My channel's getting traction. Job report smashes expectations as payroll grows. 130,000 jobs. Man. My goodness, U.S. stocks rise after jobs report. Bitcoin whales are buying spree. So I'm buying the dip in Bitcoin. I'm going to follow the whales. And Bitcoin's off about 4.25%. So I'm just backing the truck up in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. Trump weighs quitting USMCA as tariff news. Robinhood stocks, revenue misses. So I like everything's good in the hood. So I'm going to be selling some puts on Robinhood. Banks dig in on stable coins, holding up the crypto bill. Wall Street's new trade, they're dumping any stock in the AI crosshairs. So they're going to do a sector rotation out of AI. Heinz pauses plan to split into two. So got news on Heinz, on Kraft Heinz. Dollar Tree reaps a trade down. So we got news on Dollar Tree. Interest rates, let's see, Wing Tech activist takes aim at Warner Brothers with Netflix. Got a merger arbitrage there going on. Bitcoin slides below 67,000 as crypto diverges from stocks. So we could see a nice dip further in the Bitcoin. Unity stock symbol U, plummets, a downbeat forecast, demand slump. So, is the SaaS trade off? All the computer software company stocks have been dipping real bad here recently. So it's just unreal. Top gainers, Borg Warner's up, Veritiv Holdings, Unity Software is off 34%, Mattel is off 25%, Zillow Group is off like 18%. So the real estate market is rolling over into a bear market, surviving the short sale. That's a new narrative there. So I'm buying the dip in real estate right now, looking to back the truck up in it, and then, squaring off some nice profits in IT shares, and then selling this, my silver bag. This thing's amazing. The American Eagles, you can see that. These things are amazing. Saved me so many times, you wouldn't believe it. So we have look at this news, I'm saying with China and North Korea, and then we got unemployment data and everything. It's just fascinating. Now stay with me to the end. I kind of go over my trading plan here. So let's look at, it's not financial advice. Make sure you read the risk disclosure below. Also, I don't run commercials on my channel, but I recently penned an ebook on artificial intelligence, on how to learn Chinese. So if you want to learn how to speak Mandarin Chinese language, check out the links below. It's on Amazon Kindle. You can read it for free. So I'm buying the dip today on Bitcoin. I'll DCA Bitcoin, SPY ETF. The blockchain ETF is off 4%. So I purchase it, BKCH block. I bought the dip in ETH, and then FSOL. So I'm backing the truck up with the whales. And the fear and greed index on Bitcoin, now it's all the way over here like this to fear. So I'm buying the fear. So I'm selling my bags of silver, taking huge profits out of it, and then backing the truck up to purchase Ethereum. So let's look at on the commodities. I'm not a commodity trading advisor, but let's look at the futures real quick here. This is just me. This is what I do. I don't care what you good people invest in, but this is just myself. The performance leaders. All right, so today orange juice is up. It's been way oversold. So is silver. But I look at TTM the last 52 weeks. So the worst performing asset right now on the futures is Ether Micro at a negative 57% negative weighted alpha. So I'm a buyer of Ethereum, and then cocoa, and then orange juice and Bitcoin futures. These have the greatest negative weighted alpha, and then I'm a seller of silver, Bullion, having a positive 145 positive weighted alpha. So I sell the pump into the FOMO, and then I back the truck up into Ethereum. So it takes a lot of emotions and everything to kind of process that. So that's where I'm at. I'm buying the dip again in the crypto space, Bitcoin, XRP. I know it's repetitive. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and then selling, looking at this geopolitical news and kind of seeing what's going on with that. Got to pray for the Guthrie scenario too. That's playing out in Arizona. So look at CNN here on the left. Okay. News on Bondi. Can't report on that. El Paso airspace is back open again. Okay. So a lot of this news isn't PC. I can't even, report on it on the left or the right, CNN or Fox News. So, Russian drones, news on it, and then news on Alex Murdaugh. Wow, news there. Okay, so looking at, let's see, on the right, on the Fox News, let's see what's going on there. Fox News is reporting, okay, bizarre letter was sent for Guthrie, so we got to solve that case for Guthrie. Pam Bondi grilling, my goodness, grilling season's not even open yet. So that's what we have on the news, and I just kind of go over my daily routine every day, get my exercise on, starting to do my daily meditations, positioning myself, for epic profits in the future, backing the truck up. Whoever is selling, the greatest selling is where I'm a buyer, so that's what we have for today, people. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So consumers are tapped out too. Retail numbers haven't been so good. Is the Dow going to 100,000? We shall see. Running about 10, 12 minutes right now. So tell me what you think. Leave comments below, like and share. Come on, people. Let's get going, man. Back the truck up here on Ethereum as it dips. So that's what we have, everyone. Have a super wonderful, great day. It's John on his news desk and trading desk. Thanks, everyone.